Coastal hazards such as coastal erosion and flooding are an immediate and significant threat to the coastal communities of Papua New Guinea, and these hazards are likely to increase in intensity and frequency in the near future due to rising sea levels. The purpose of this video is to assess the current coastal hazards and provide an overview of the possible solutions and opportunities for sustainable coastal protection and climate change adaptation. The video aims to inform viewers of the current environmental reality of the Sipaia people and makes recommendations for facilitating sustainable coastal development. Approximately half the population of PNG, more than 3.5 million people, live along the coastline. Sipaia, as a coastal community, is highly and immediately susceptible to chronic and episodic coastal hazards, including erosion from waves, frequent tidal inundation of low-lying areas, and heavy episodic flooding from extreme surge events. Due to its reliance on the reefs and coastal environments, the Sipaia settlement is situated right upon the shoreline. A river which flows from Leh to the ocean means the village is entirely surrounded by water. This means the community is particularly susceptible to coastal hazards and the effects of climate change. Through observations on site, it is clear that there is a need for solutions to combat flooding within Sipaia. Not only are the pit toilets being damaged due to flooding, but so are a number of the dwellings, public buildings, freshwater wells, and the landscape within the community. I spoke to a number of people about the rising sea levels and how they are affecting their environment and life in the village.
River doesn't come in. When it's high tide, the sea comes in and the river comes right to the front there, the front house there. And when the sea is not rough, the river goes up and all the water goes straight down and the river stays just there.
Is this as far up as it comes, or does it come all the way up?
It comes right to the front.
To the tires
Yeah.
up there?
But high, this place is high, so we put gravel there so the river doesn't come up high. Just
Oh yeah.
where the ground is low, the river goes.
Okay.
Sand,
So you put gravel up in here?
close the sand and closes the mouth of the river.
Oh really?
Yeah. And then the river closes and all here will be full of water here.
That's all the river water used to get back up to the way it came because the seawater used to come in and it gets all the way to the houses and
Over time, the community have attempted to mitigate the flooding themselves and have developed their own strategies for flood evasion. Not only have they developed an architectural vernacular of elevated platforms and verandas, my conversations with the locals have informed me that trees are planted and barriers are made to evade and resist flooding.
When there's a high tide going around, the sea usually comes up, or a stormy weather, maybe a windy will do. Yeah, the sea usually comes up. So I think the trees here is trying to push it downward. They plant the trees just to get rid of seas.
Despite their efforts, however, the capacity to identify specific issues that require targeted management is absent. Given the community's dependence on the coastal habitat, the awareness among local communities of the need to protect these habitats must be increased. This is where I think we can make more of a difference. The PNG studio is about combating climate change for coastal communities. I believe it's integral that focus is put not just on the building of health hardware and sanitation infrastructure, but on the incorporation of an environment program in which communities are explicitly informed of the effects of climate change and what they can do to mitigate flooding and environmental depletion. Perhaps organised community workshops for planting mangrove nurseries, constructing dry stone seawalls and breakwaters, or planting palms could be initiated. From my research into Sipaia and my experience at the PNG studio, I believe a number of things can be added to the program in order to maximise the impact of the project. I believe the PNG program could be made much stronger if students were given the opportunity to educate locals about climate change further. integrate ongoing training exercises with awareness building on coastal management, help and train the local people to identify and map coastal issues such as flood extents, erosion rates, and the changes in habitat within Sipaia, and develop an environmental and landscape strategy to complement the build of the composting toilets. Thank you.